What you're looking at here, folks, is video store footage of the snowstorms we had, one of them. And this is back in the day, and when it ever snowed, boy, were we busy. Look at that. I'm keeping an eye on things, folks, as you can see, but that's what I'm doing out there. Trying to salt it all down and get ready for another busy day. Because as soon as the snowstorm comes, the video store is busy, the hardware store was busy, and the supermarket. Because everybody's ready to stay in. In our case, it really made a big difference. Because it wasn't too busy then. But in the wintertime, we were much busier. Because of the snow and the cold. People stayed in, they're not going on vacations, So it was a nice break. And in those days, remember, when this store was open and all the stores, it wasn't so much cable and all that. When cable came in, that changed everything. Because now everybody could stay home. They didn't have to make any more trips to the video store. So, yeah, I made up a lot of this footage because I had cameras in the window. There's two windows there, and I have video cameras, so I was able to record myself out there, shoveling snow and throwing salt and all that, and playing around like this. I'm watching you, and you're watching me. Saying hello to everybody in video land. Yeah, that's what I did. It was the biggest part of my job was, plus I was working by myself, And I wasn't that slow, like you see there. I wasn't in slow motion then. I was more fast because in order to get everything done by myself, so I'm going to keep an eye on you out there. Because I have a lot of this footage from the video store, like 1,000 hours, approximate. It's on VHS tapes, and it's like 6 hours on a tape. So if you divide that into 1,000, you can figure how many tapes. And it's from 2 locations, too. And this is from the smaller store. We had to move because they were going to build townhouses where we were. It's just as well because it was slowing down then. By moving to this store, the overhead was low, so... Yeah, so this is why I'm showing this. Because it was an important part of the business, was the snowstorms. And I'm showing it here. It's going to be outside, all of this footage I'm showing now. I had taken some of it. I have a lot about the snowstorms. So this is what I was doing. There's a video store. Why wouldn't I do videos, And that's what I was doing a lot. Filming the snowstorms because it was a big thing, but I also was filming at Christmas time. And that way I would be able to look at it to see, what I had the decoration for. That's why I had a lot of the footage. The other store too. But I think in a documentary, like the way I'm talking over it now, but the whole thing was picking what footage. There you go. See, now I'm back outside. Now I'm starting to shovel. There's a Christmas tree on the right. So that's the way it was, And it comes out pretty clear because the cameras that I had in the window, they're black and white. They're infrared, so they picked it up at night. And since the snow and all, there's not much color there anyway, with the lights, so it came out all right. So I'm saying all this footage to go to waste. I think it could make a good documentary. It could either be the video store and the snowstorms and all in one part. It could be Christmas time at the video store, because I have a lot of footage from Christmas time. And then it could also be the video store business, because the inside I have of the big store, it shows a lot of counter transactions, And it shows the way it was. Nobody had cell phones. And everybody, the way they were dressed and all, and it just was different. People were more relaxed, I think, then. But now with all the stuff going on, everybody, and things were cheaper then. And we were cheaper, because the rentals were like $3. The other stores charged more, but they got away with it because they were giving you 5 days and 3 days. How many days do you need to look at a movie? They didn't work out too good for them, because at the end, when it starts to slow down and they don't have the movies, and the people are keeping them past, what they paid for, so they got on the money and don't have the movies. I know that they got in trouble for doing that, because they were charging the people for the movie and for the late fees and all. So I think we were like simpler. We didn't have the drop-off box or none of that. So they had to come in and return it, and we got our money. They kept it longer. Well, they knew it's overnight rental. So that's the way it was. But that's why I'm showing this now. This is, like I said, a part of it. I have all the tapes marked, the date and everything on them. If someone wanted to, I'm willing to give the footage to somebody, company or anybody that wants to do something with it. I mean, I think it could be done. I mean, I took some of the tapes and I put it on DVD, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm playing it and I'm copying it on my tablet, and I'm talking over it, which tells you that if a script was made, anybody could do the voiceover. But I mean, with me shoveling snow, it's not a big, it wouldn't have to be much of that. With all the snowstorms, you wouldn't be able to tell one from the other. But I have them, marked. But it shows what I was doing there. I had a big job by myself. You see, I'm shoveling, if you notice, instead of doing it vertically, I'm shoveling horizontal. So I don't block anybody's car in. So the snow's all in one pile at the corner, because we were near the corner. So this was all, important. And I would get done there, and I would salt it down, and when I would come in the morning, it wouldn't be too bad, since it's snowing at night. So by the time I come back in the next day, everything was pretty clear, and I didn't have too much. I could hurry up and get the store open. Because we have steps, a couple steps there. People would have trouble getting in and out because the door opens out. And if the steps not cleared off, it wouldn't be a problem. But you can see it, how it was. This doesn't look like a video store. I mean, if you look at this, nobody would know that this was the video store. In front of a video store, unless somebody knew me. This is in the neighborhood where people lived, and it was good for us. We had this store, and then on the corner, there's a grocery store. So that went together. A lot of people say they go to the hardware store first, get that, what they need, salt and all that. Then they would come out and get the food and the video. So that was a good combination there. It was like one big store. We were going to have the video store, but then we decided we better split it in two. So we took that store and the grocery store next door. So it was good for the landlord, because he was getting twice as much rent, because he would have charged us. No, we didn't say he wasn't getting twice as much rent, but he was getting more rent by having two people rent instead of one. So you can figure it out. Say it was $1,000, he might have only charged us maybe $1,500 for both stores, but he got $2,000 by dividing it. So he got more money. I gave you an example. So that was a problem. There was, after we were there for a while, we weren't doing that good. We could barely make the rent, and then he ended up getting, I knew he wasn't going to, continue the lease unless it was a lot of money. So he ended up getting a lot more money by making it into an apartment. It's a shame to do that, because that's zoned for a business, It was a lot harder to take a building, residential, and make it into a store than it would be the other way around. There's nothing. He'd have to really do anything. He makes it into an apartment, because there's apartments above already. Yeah, that's what he did. So that store there where I'm at right there is not in business anymore. They've been closed. I had to close it down after a while. I went as long as I could. But again, I'm just looking for a business. Somebody might want to do a documentary on it. I mean, I do have all the footage. Eventually, what I'm going to probably do, I did copy some of it on DVD. Mostly the Christmas stuff and all. And some of the stuff from, the counter transactions and all that was going on at the other store. It shows the time that's passed, Even though it might be 30 years ago. you know, altogether, by the time the video store started, we started in 1988, so that's over 30 years ago. But we didn't go for the whole 30 years. We only went for 25 of it. We just couldn't go any longer. I was by myself too. I didn't have employees to pay or nothing. And the rent there wasn't bad. But the only time we were still busy like this, when it snowed. People would get a lot of rentals. So you might have, say you had 100 people, they all took 300 rentals. That's an awful lot of rentals for that little store. I had done that much, you know, in there. It didn't seem that busy. So all the new releases, everything rented. Stock films and all. And a lot of people, we think they were doing something, you know, smart, you know, because we didn't prepay. They bring back the movies and leave it on the counter and say, look, can I pay later? I said, yeah, but we can't pay our bills later, you know? So I used to work something out with them, you know? Say somebody had 6 movies, is $18, right? And 2 days would be $36. I say, look, if you can pay, you know, you've got all the movies, and you might want to rent again. And, you know, I'm the one here, and I know, you know, I'm going to flag your account. You're going to have to pay, one way or another. So that if you can make a deal now, say $36. If you can pay $20, I might clear it. You know, I'll clear it, and I'll just give you a 2-tape limit. And most of the people, I was able to work it out, and I said 20. I said, how about 15? A lot of times I would do it, figuring I got the 6 movies back. The only thing, I said, you're going to have a 2-tape limit. That no matter what. So if it snows again, okay, so well, I'm going to probably I'll leave the amount on your account, but I'll just put 2-tape limit. And if you pay the balance, then you can have this. You know, you won't have the 2-tape limit anymore. You can rent all you want. And most of the people agreed. You know, they realized that they were wrong by doing that. You know, because, you know, I could have rented them movies. You know, when it snows. All the movies. And plus I had DVDs too. I had both. So it was something, you know, that can be brought out, you know, in a documentary. Until I see documentaries on the video store. Most of it shows when they were closing down, and they show the interview with customers and the owners and managers and all about the business. But I have actual footage during the time period when it was busy, you know, when it was a big thing, the video store. It's just something that I think I've been thinking about for a while, and I posted a lot of footage already. Somebody could go through and look at my footage, and they might say, I could almost, you need to take the footage that I have. I give permission, and you could put it together and maybe make a sample. Like this is sort of a sample, but I mean a little bit of everything, and then see if anybody's interested, if they want to produce it. I think channel, let's see, PBS. They do a lot of documentaries like that because they own it, and then they have exclusive rights, and they get people to donate, you know, and they know the only way they're going to see it is on the PBS. So they might be interested, because I know they've done, you know, if you can remember, it's been a while ago, there was one on things that aren't there anymore. There was like a lot of things, like this is one of the things that aren't there anymore. But they had done that and then they did another one, part 2, more things that aren't there anymore. So something like this is definitely will be good. See, now I'm wetting it down with the brine, you know, but it's not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend doing that. It worked, I mean, for me, but it was good. And the reason I'm showing this now is because I really took a lot of effort in that, because I knew what it meant then, because we were slow then. So I took and I got it good and clean. The next day I didn't have too much problem. So again, if anybody's interested in this footage, you can look it up. You can just punch in my name, and all my videos that I've been posting will come up. You punch in Frank Leeper. That's all you have to do on YouTube. In the search box, that's really what I have to do, and you'll see everything will come up. All the footage I've been posting and all, and other documentaries and things, they'll come up. So I'll put a little description on this, not too much. So again, if anybody's interested, just let me know. Bye for now. See you later. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.